Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm super excited to show you this 2019 BMW M5 Competition. This one is in Alpine White, and yes, it is a competition. I love the way the F90 M5 looks. This one does have brand new Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires on it. Has that pretty cool M Performance side skirt on there. This one has the blue brake calipers. Just a great looking car, classic BMW design. Looks fantastic, got the quad exhaust tips, the little spoiler. This one does have the carbon roof. You can see there. Now this is a 2019, and believe it or not, this has 89,000 miles. So I'm kind of curious to see how this car runs after 89,000 miles. It is for sale, so if you guys are interested, please let me know. I'll put my info in the description, but we'll see how this M5 stands the test of time after 89,000 miles. All right, so as you'd expect, keyless access, just walk up, open the door. This one does have the soft close doors, so all you have to do is put the door close and then it'll push it the rest of the way. Now this one has some nice soft touch material up here. It doesn't have the full merino leather. That's why this is still that kind of coarse material instead of the smooth leather. But this one does have the executive package, which is pretty nice. You got memory seats. It does have massaging seats. This one has the upgraded Bowers and Wilkins sound system. See our pedal box there. This one does have the black leather interior with the Alcantara headliner, which is very nice. Beautiful interior. Even like, you got to keep in mind, this car came out, this generation came out in 2018. This is a beautiful interior for 2018 because it's already 7 years old, almost 8 years old now, and it looks great. Let's go and hop in here. Nice and classic design, still has some buttons. Let's go and start it up. Sounds good. It's got a big V8 in it. These seats are pretty comfortable. They do have these big bolsters right here, but the seat itself is pretty comfortable. You got heated and ventilated seats, which I'll turn on my ventilated seats right now. This screen, I don't know how big that is, maybe like 10 inches or so. We got storage in here. Nice M steering wheel. This is the same steering wheel I have in my M2. Actually, my M2 steering wheel is has the carbon fiber bits on it, so I guess it's not exactly the same, but same design. Nice leather stitched horn button. We got our headlights over here. I'll put on automatic. Gauges are the round gauges. So in 2020, they went to a different style, but the 2018 and 19s have this style of gauges, which I actually prefer. I like the round dials. I think the round dials look really cool. Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping system, heated steering wheel, all that good stuff. Looking down here, you have your 360 camera. So you got the front, and then I'll show you guys a 360 as well. There's a 360 view. You can see we're parked perfectly in the middle of that spot there. Exhaust button, we'll definitely mess around with the exhaust. Here's some different setup buttons like the Sport Plus and all that. You can go through the different settings there. So we'll definitely be messing around with that as well. ZF 8-speed automatic with the adjustable shift firmness and shift speed, which is pretty cool. All right guys, we're gonna hop on the passenger side here to check out the back seat. So you can see there's the leg room. It does have the nice leather seats in the back. It does have a fold down armrest. Let's go and sit back here. Not terrible. So this is me sitting behind probably someone that's like maybe 6 feet tall. And then that's where my seat is to drive. I'm 6'6". So you can see there's not a lot of space behind that seat. But behind this seat, it's decent, not terrible. It does have heated rear seats, its own climate control in the back, which is pretty cool. So the backseat passengers can kind of control their own thing. And then it does have this armrest, like I mentioned, where you can do stuff there. It also has rear sunshades, manually adjustable. And the ambient lighting and stuff goes to the back, which is pretty cool. And it still has the nice Bowers and Wilkins sound system. And tons of headroom. The headroom is actually fantastic. Since this one doesn't have a sunroof, you don't have to worry about the sunroof taking away all that room. It has tons of headroom back here. Let's go ahead and check out the trunk here. It is powered. Tons of space in there. We got the M floor mats. These are nice high quality floor mats. They're nice and plush. Tons of room. It goes like way in there, which is pretty nice. And then the opening is pretty good too. All right guys, checking under the hood. This is a 4.4 liter twin turbo V8. Makes 617 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque. This engine is called the S63, and we're gonna get out on the road and see how it does. All right guys, setting off in the M5. Super excited for this. So back when the F90 came out in 2018, This was actually one of my dream vehicles. I just figured, like, man, it's a V8, it looks amazing, it has the luxury, it's pretty much a jack of all trades. So this was like my dream, like, daily driver growing up, was a F90 M5. And now I'm behind the wheel, super excited. I love BMWs. If you guys are new to my channel, my personal vehicle is a 2024 BMW M2, and I absolutely love it. But we're testing out the big boys today, the V8 powered M cars. First things first, engine's very subtle, it's just in the background. Shifting is amazing through the ZF8 speed, nice and smooth. Throttle response is good. Ride is a little bumpy, I will say. It's not horrible, but it is a little bumpy, you know, like a big old sedan like this is usually like, you know, a cushy ride. It is pretty bumpy, but that's what you get when you get the full M car. You know, the M550s if you want more comfort. All right, let's just give it a little bit of gas here. Great throttle response. Torque feels good. Oh yeah, tons of torque. These twin turbos are so nice because you kind of have a wide range of power band, because your torque comes in super low and then they still have really good top end. So twin turbo is kind of like the way to go. Let's see how the turning radius is. Let's see if it can make this turn in this tight parking lot. All right. Oh, yeah, it made it. Wow. Not bad at all for a big old sedan like this. All right, so let's try a little Sport Plus here. So we just go down here, Sport Plus. Let's just see how it does. All right. This thing moves. And it's so smooth too. There's no like spinning or anything like that. Speaking of which, let's actually turn off the traction control. We'll just have it in 4-wheel drive sport. Oh yeah, that torque is nice. And when you let go of the throttle, it does like a little like sound. It seems kind of artificial, but it sounds cool nonetheless. Goodness, this thing can move. And I don't have the transmission turned up either, so let's turn up this transmission. So we're on the first shift setting right now. Let's go ahead and go to the third one. There we go. So now the trans is turned up. Suspension and steering is still in comfort though. So let's see how it does. If, let's say you're going like 40 miles an hour, you want to step on it. It revs pretty high actually. And it's also interesting because it stayed in third gear. It's probably because the V8 has more torque, but if that was my M2, it would have downshifted in the second. It wouldn't have stayed in third like that. But nonetheless, really, really impressive on the speed. Okay, we got people not really paying attention. The handling is just crazy though. Like, you would not expect a big sedan like this to handle so well. It does like to rely on that torque though. Like, it doesn't seem to downshift like to the lowest gear like I'm used to in my M2. And I've noticed that when I did the M8 Competition review. This does drive similar to the M8 Competition. Very similar. Really nice though. I like it a lot. I love these round gauges. Now, some of you guys might be wondering, how does it feel speed-wise compared to the M2? It feels maybe a hair faster than the M2 when the M2 was stock, but my M2 with the CS flash does feel faster than this car. Not a lot of room to utilize the speed of this car though. Yeah, I'd say it feels faster than the M2 stock, but a little slower than my M2 with the CS flash, which kind of makes sense. But this thing is really impressive. Like, especially up top, like when you initially floor it, it doesn't necessarily jam your head back with like a bunch of torque. Like I just recently drove a Corvette Z06, a C7 Z06. That car, you step on the gas and it just throws you back immediately. This car is more of like a progressive buildup, but once you get going, it freaking pulls. Like, it pulls hard once you get going. It just doesn't have the initial like takeoff like the like a C7 Z06 with the supercharged V8 does. But the top end wise feels incredible in this car. Like, it starts pulling hard up top, and you can feel it. Wow. Very impressed, guys. I've always wanted to drive a F90 M5. I'm so glad I got to drive one. This one does have 89,000 miles, but it runs really good. Like, it seems to be like decently well taken care of. I mean, it's still an 89,000 mile car, but seems to be taken care of decently. But if you guys are interested, let me know. Like I said, I'll leave my info in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe, share your thoughts, and I will see you in the next one.